family, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to my channel if you're new here. I hope you're all having an amazing day whatever it is you're doing. Welcome back to another weekly meals I made this week video, guys. I've been absolutely loving these and I've shared so many recipes with you guys. Now if you want to see a full catalogue of all the recipes in the series so far, then definitely check out my meals I made this week Instagram and TikTok. I'll leave them linked down below in the description, guys. I am so excited to show you some incredible recipes this week, 4 dinners and 1 pudding that I've made for me and my kids. If you do enjoy this video, guys, please consider smashing the thumbs up button and subscribing down below. And without further ado, let's dive into it. Monday evening, guys, and we're going to be making a corn stir fry this evening for myself and my daughter Ava. So let's run through the ingredients and the overall cost of this meal. First things first, we're going to be using about 250 grams of corn pieces that I've just taken them out and been defrosting them for the last couple of hours. I've got a hoisin stir fry sauce here. Going to be using a little bit of light soy sauce, a little bit of olive oil, some sugar snap peas and some baby corns, a sweet and crunchy mixed pepper stir fry mixture, and some egg noodles as well, guys. Everything that we're going to be using comes to £5.74, guys. Let's dive into the cooking. First things first, we're going to heat some olive oil into a very large saucepan, and then to this pan we're going to add our defrosted corn pieces and fry for 3 to 4 minutes. Now to our fried corn pieces, we're going to add the whole pack of baby corns, half of the pack of sugar snap peas and the whole pack of sweet and crunchy mixed pepper stir fry. Now we're going to give this all a good mix together, and then we're going to cook this for another 4 minutes. Next thing we're going to do is add our hoisin stir fry sauce, and we're going to cook that all together for another 2 minutes. Then what we're going to do is add our egg noodles and a tablespoon of light soy sauce to this. And we're just going to fry this up now for a final 2 minutes. Now that's all cooked, it's ready to serve. All served up, and I've just garnished with a little bit of sliced spring onion on top of both of ours. But this is mine and Ava's dinner on this fine Monday evening. And I've got loads left over for a lunch for myself tomorrow too. So we're gonna go and enjoy this now, and we'll catch you later in the week for another meal. Wednesday evening, guys, and we're gonna be making a chicken fajita pizza this evening with a side salad to serve. Let's run through all of the ingredients and the overall cost of this meal. So we're gonna be using a ready rolled pizza dough by Asda. We're going to be using these hot and spicy chicken breast slices, probably about half of this pack of grated 4 cheese blend. That's 200 grams, so we're going to probably use about 100 grams of that. Going to be using about 1/3 of this jar of enchilada cooking sauce. We're then going to be using half a pack of mixed baby leaf lettuce, half a cucumber and some cherry tomatoes for our side salad. Then I'm going to be using half a red onion, and I'm going to be using half of a green pepper and half of a yellow pepper. So 1 pepper in total, but I just wanted a bit of colour variation on the pizza, so I'm going to be using half and half. Altogether, guys, this comes to £7.83. Let's dive in and start the cooking. We've got our oven preheated to gas mark 6. I've just sliced up the peppers and the half of red onion. I'm just going to lightly flour our bacon tray now, just put a light dusting of flour on. Now we're going to take out our ready rolled pizza dough, and we're going to lay it across our lightly floured baking tray. Now to put all of our pizza together, first up we're going to use our enchilada cooking sauce as our tomato base. We're going to be using about 1/3 of this jar, and we're just going to spread that evenly over our pizza dough now. And then to this we're going to add our chicken slices, our peppers and our onions. Just like that, and now the final step is just to top this with some of our grated cheese. Now we just need to pop our pizza into our preheated oven on gas mark 6 for 12 to 15 minutes. And the last thing left to do while the pizza is cooking away in the oven is just to prep our salads. So obviously getting some lettuce, chopping up our cherry tomatoes and our cucumber, however we like to eat it, and then serving that onto our plates for our side salad. That's our salads already. Ava's just got the cucumbers and the tomato, but that's our salads all prepped. Now we just got to wait for the pizza. That is our pizza cooked after 15 minutes. Let's serve up. And that is our dinner all served up, guys. Chicken fajita pizza with a side salad. So we've got Liam's and Tyler's here. We've got my portion over here as well. We've also got Ava, who's got the exact same as us, and we've also got 1 slice remaining for whoever wants it after they finished all of this. If not, then that can just be my lunch for tomorrow. So yeah, guys, that is our dinner served up. We're gonna go and enjoy this now, and we'll catch you tomorrow for another dinner. It's Thursday evening, guys, and we're gonna be making a piri piri fish tray bake today with loads of veg. Let's run through the ingredients and the the overall cost of this meal. So we're going to be using 1/3 kilo of frozen broccoli florets. I'm going to be using a little bit of petit pois that are left in this packet. I've got a packet of white fish fillets. These are the Asda Just Essentials range. They're frozen, they're amazing and great value. We've got some olive oil that we're going to be using, some piri piri seasoning, a few tablespoons. Going to be using 1/3 of this pack of flat leaf parsley. Going to be using almost this whole pack of fine green beans. Then going to be using 1 red chilli, about 1/4 pot of natural yogurt. I've gone for fat free. And then we're going to be using 1 kilo of sweet potatoes, guys. Altogether this comes to £5.83. Let's dive into the cooking. First things first, we've got the oven preheating to gas mark 7. Then we're just going to chop our sweet potatoes into wedges and pop them onto a large baking tray. Just like that, we're just going to drizzle on some olive oil onto these now and season with some salt and pepper. Now they're seasoned, we're going to pop these into the oven now for 15 minutes or until they start to soften. Now into this bowl, I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of piri piri seasoning and 2 tablespoons of olive oil to make a spiced oil. That's those mixed together. I'm going to use this to season our fish and our vegetables shortly. Next, I'm going to finely chop up some parsley and finely slice our red chilli. Now that I've chopped those up, I've popped some yogurt into this bowl now. So just a few tablespoons of yogurt there. I'm going to add the parsley into this now with a generous crack of black pepper, and then we're just going to mix that all together. So that is our parsley sauce now, and this is what we're going to be using to serve alongside our tray bake on our plates. And I've just sliced up the chili for garnish for mine and Tyler's dinners as well. So we're going to keep these aside until later on. Now that our sweet potato wedges have been cooking for 15 minutes, we're going to flip all of these over now, and then we're going to add our broccoli, which is 1/3 kilo, and our green beans and our peas to this tray now. Now this is going to go back in the oven now for 10 minutes. Now that's been cooking for 10 minutes. What we're going to do now is add our fish fillets onto our baking tray, and we're going to drizzle on the piri piri. Now I'm going to leave 2 of the fish fillets plain for Ava, but the rest of them are going to get coated in this, and then I'm going to drizzle the rest over the veg as well. Just like that, guys. And what we're going to do now is put this into the oven for 15 minutes. It should be ready in 15 minutes. We're sort of just waiting for the fish to cook through, so 15, potentially 20, but it should be ready in 15 minutes. So we're going to pop this into the oven now. That's our tray bake all cooked. Let's serve up. And that is our Thursday night dinner all served up. Our piri piri tray bake with our sweet potato. I've popped some of the parsley yogurt on the sides of the plate to serve it with. And on mine and Tyler's, we've got the slices of red chilli as well, because we like that extra bit of heat. So we've got Liam's at the back there, we've got Tyler's there, and we've got mine here. And then this is Ava with sort of the plain fish, but she's still got the vegetables alongside it as well. We're gonna go and enjoy this now, guys, and we'll see you tomorrow for a pudding and a dinner. It is Friday evening, guys, and we're going to be doing a dinner and a pudding this evening. So we're going to be showing you dinner first, which is going to be hot dogs. We're going to be making some sausages in some buns with some onion jam, some spring onions to garnish, and a curry ketchup, which I'm super excited to show you how to make. So yeah, let's run through all of the ingredients and the overall cost for this meal. We're going to be using some butter, some red wine vinegar, some caster sugar, some medium curry powder, some tomato ketchup, and some American mustard. I really love French's, it's my favourite. We've then got some sliced hot dog buns. These are the Warburton's ones. I've then got a 14 jumbo pork sausage pack from Asda. Then we've got 4 onions and a few spring onions as well. Altogether this comes to £5.95. Let's dive into the cooking. First thing to do is to preheat the oven to gas mark 6, and then we're going to pop our sausages onto a baking tray and pop these into the oven for half an hour. While our sausages are cooking in the oven, we're going to be making our onion jam. So first things first, we're going to finely chop up our 4 onions. Now that's all our onions chopped up, what we're going to do is melt a tablespoon, I'd say that was a heaped tablespoon of butter into a medium saucepan, and then we're going to add all of our onions into that along with a pinch of salt. We're going to allow this to cook down for about 15 minutes now until they're soft and sticky. Now into a bowl to make our curried ketchup, we're going to add 5 tablespoons of tomato ketchup, 1 tablespoon of American mustard and 1 tablespoon of medium curry powder. And that is our curry ketchup ready. This tastes so good. This is also amazing with chicken nuggets and stuff, just as a heads up for anyone wanting to try it. So yeah, I'm just going to leave this aside now. Now you can just dollop this on top of your hot dogs, but I like to put it in a little piping bag personally, just so that I can make it look a bit fancy with my presentation. And I'm just going to slice up some spring onions as well, just for garnishing on top of the hot dogs later. Now that our onions have been cooking down for 15 minutes, they're looking a little something like this. Now what we're going to do is we're going to add a tablespoon of caster sugar and a tablespoon of red wine vinegar to this now. We're just going to mix this all together now and cook this for another 5 minutes. And that is our onion jam all ready now. Now we just need to wait for our sausages to be done and then we can serve up. We've got our buns, our spring onions and our ketchup to garnish, which I'm just going to pop into a piping bag now. And then yeah, just waiting on the sausages now. Now we're serving up. The first step is to spread our onion jam into our hot dog rolls. Then all we've got to do is pour our curried ketchup over our sausages. And then I'm just going to finish these off with some spring onions on top for garnish. That is our Friday night dinner, guys. We've got hot dogs in buns with some curried ketchup and some onion jam with some spring onions to garnish. They look absolutely amazing. Can't wait to dig into these. And of course, after this, we do have about 5 sausages left. So just in case the boys want any more sausages, they can have some more. Ava has the exact same, but without the curried ketchup. So I've just popped her onion jam on the side, and then she's got her hot sausages in her buns as well. So yeah, we're gonna go and enjoy this now, guys, and then we'll be back shortly for some air fryer donut bites. Pudding time, guys. Cannot wait to show you this recipe. We're going to be making some air fryer donut bites. So for this, we're going to need some fat-free natural yogurt, some self-raising flour. I'm using gluten-free, but you can use regular if you'd like to. Then we're going to be using some caster sugar and ground cinnamon to dust our donuts in. And then I'm going to be serving it with some melted milk chocolate as well, but that is optional. So yeah, guys, let's dive in and start making these. First thing we're going to do is mix together 150 grams of self-raising flour and 170 grams of fat-free natural yogurt into a mixing bowl. We're actually just going to mix these together with a wooden spoon to start off with until it forms a soft dough. Now that's our sort of dough come together, but it is very sticky and very soft. So what we're going to do is slowly pour this out now, and we're going to pop some flour onto our work surface and pop our dough onto that surface. And we're just going to knead this by hand for a couple of minutes. Now we're just about to divide this now into 18 little balls approximately, but just before we do that, we're going to preheat our air fryer. Now we're going to be popping them in the air fryer at 180 degrees for 8 minutes. So we're going to let this preheat now. And while that's preheating quickly, we're going to cut this dough ball in half. Then we're going to divide each of the halves into thirds and then thirds again, and then we're going to roll each section into little balls. So that's our donut bites done, and we're just going to add these into our air fryer tray now. I've just mixed 3 tablespoons of caster sugar with 1 teaspoon of ground cinnamon. So I've just mixed that together to make our cinnamon sugar, and I'm just going to melt some of the Dairy Milk Cadbury chocolate. 10 to 20 second bursts in the microwave until that's all melted to serve alongside our donut bites. Now that's our little donut bites ready. Obviously they are a little bit misshapen. I think that is due to the gluten-free flour that I use, but anyway, no doubt they will taste absolutely delicious. So I've got a little bit of water here in this ramekin, and what I'm going to do is just lightly brush all of the donuts with a very little bit of water, just ever so slightly. Then what we're going to do is toss them in the cinnamon sugar and pop them on our serving plate along with our melted chocolate. And that is our air fryer donut bites finished. We're going to be serving it with this lovely melted chocolate dip. Me and the kids are going to go and enjoy this now, and that is our Friday night complete. And that's everything that I've got for you this week, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know down in the comments down below, what was your favorite meal from this week? I'd love to know. And yeah, thanks again for watching, guys, and hopefully I will be seeing you really soon for some more inspirational meals next week. Take care. Bye.